Hello YouTube, welcome back to Bald Man Building an Airplane. Wow, I haven't said that in a while. This is section 37, part 1. We are building the rollover structure for the last chapter of the fuselage. This will be a 4-video set, and we're doing it sort of back in the older format, at least somewhat, because that's the video I had recorded for this. So this is what goes. This is the arch, I guess, that you'd call it, that goes behind the seats. It is pretty hefty. I would say one regret I have about this, and realistically this is for a later video, but I'll say it again then probably, is that I didn't powder coat it before I attached it. I could have sent it out for powder coating, because this thing gets scuffed up pretty quickly when the canopy starts resting against it. So it takes a beating. So we just did the quick first dimple, or I'm sorry, the first like deburr on it. It's pretty thick metal, and it doesn't want to bend, which is appropriate, right? It's meant to hold the plane up in a rollover or a nose over, so that way you're not getting smushed. So it's meant to not flex under load. But the problem with that is that it also doesn't flex when you're trying to install it, because not every airplane is going to be perfect in its shape. As perfect as these kits are, there's always a little bit of tolerance in all the things. Yeah, this part was really hard to get right, and as you can see, I'm struggling a bit, so let me explain it. I'm having trouble fitting this together here, and I'm sure it's going to have the same problem on the aft side. I think I may have to take some material off here in the middle just to get them to put together. But basically, it may need to be fluted or something on the inside. I'm not exactly certain. I need to do some research on this, because the holes don't quite line up. Even when you put a bunch of Clecos in, nothing quite lines up with the doubler plate back here. So I gotta understand what it was. I thought I took a little bit of material off here because I thought it was the way it lined up here. It's still safe. It's just yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, so after some consideration, we came back. I took a little bit more material off in the middle. You can kind of see where the gap is there now. So the two sides are definitely not intersecting with one another. The holes are lining up quite a bit better, but there's still a few that are outliers, and after doing some reading, it appears that just happens a bit. I'm not sure which order, whether the holes are punched and then the rollover structure is formed, or if it's the other way around. But I can see with something this thick that would get malformed in some way, shape, or form, I guess. So we're gonna just clean up the holes where they need to be cleaned up with a reamer and move on. And move on we do. Build on, as they say. I had Clecos, as you could see, in every single one of those holes. The Clecos were a little bit difficult to get in, but realistically, they want you to use the base plates there on the right and left, down at the bottom, as your guide, and then sort of build from there. So that's what we do, and then we go back and do the same thing with the aft sides, but put on the front. So these are the aft sides now. Actually, maybe these are the front sides. We do the aft first. I think these are the aft. Yeah, the afts have that cutout. And I sort of did the same thing where I took some material off the middle and make it easier. And yeah, that's what we do. The aft one's is a little bit more forgiving on the Clecoing to the sides. But yeah, then you put this whole thing together to be to sort of make the rollover structure. Yeah, there's not much else to say on this one. I think I've got a little live action shot here coming up, to talk about attaching the two halves together. See you next time. So the plans tell you to study this splice strip to see like which side goes forward. It's very simple. In the middle, you can count holes, whatever. But in the middle, this is the middle section. There's 6 holes on one side and there's 4 holes on the other side. The 6 go in the front. It's done.